What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got to do some garage cleanup. I mean, look at all this mess. This is probably one of those things where I should be more organized considering how small of a space I have to work with. But you know what? It is what it is. Now, if you guys do have a big garage, do you like put tables all the way around your car? Because that'd be like ideal. If I had like the car right here, and then all around it would be like tables, you could put parts, you could put tools. That'll be pretty awesome. So you just kind of pull it right in the middle. Anyway, going off on the tangent there. But I do need to reset everything. I need to put everything back because I'm starting to lose tools. Not really like lose them, but I can't find the tools that I need because, you know, 10mm is always the 10mm that you need. And 90% of the time you use the same tools over and over again, so then you tend to look for them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then let's see what I can get into today. Alright guys, so I got a majority of the stuff cleaned up. I still have all that stuff in the bench right there just because it's going back in the car, so those are car parts. What we need to do now is basically cut off some tabs that was on the car, like all the little bolts and stuff. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but these little tabs right here, I know I won't use them, so I'm gonna cut those off, and then especially the one right here on the roof, so I don't want any sharp edge like that. That's gonna get cut off. These two I'm gonna leave here because I'm planning maybe some sort of GoPro holder or bracket. Maybe go do that like a V, and then GoPro would go up right here somewhere. I'm gonna leave those behind, and then I got a couple more here on the ground. I do have quite a bit as well that I'm gonna go and grind down. And then I'll get the compressed air, blow everything else out, vacuum everything. Now I'm not gonna scrape off all the sound deadening all over the place because to me it's worth maybe 10 pounds, if at that, and it's not worth the full day's worth of work to clean this all up. At least not right now. Maybe later on when it's time to put the cage in, time to fully clean up this inside, then I will go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm gonna get the grinder and then also the sawzall, and then start cutting that off and start grinding out all the stuff. It is hot out here right now. So the grinding is done, the vacuuming is done, the air compressor is done. Now I can go back to just using my shirt and my shorts. So from here, I'm gonna bring back the car in the garage, and then I'm gonna wipe down the surface areas and anything that's, you know, easily accessible. Then I'm gonna go clean up the wiring. So really just wrapping them all up. If I have any of those, I forget what they're called, the little wire protectors, I'll put them on, but if not, I'll just wrap them up, you know, loosely with electrical tape. And it's about 2 p.m. so I got about an hour or so before I need to do some other stuff somewhere else. Alright guys, so we are back inside the car again. Gonna go ahead and finish it up, kind of clean this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and bolt the brace back on. Now there isn't really much I can do at this point. All I really need to do is just make sure that all the plugs are kind of, you know, where they need to be, and then wrap those up, anything that has kind of excess wiring. I do want to make sure that all my ground can actually reach the ground connection right here, and also all my positive can actually reach the connection on the top. Now this tack wire will have to be a lot shorter because, well, it's too long. And then of course we got to make sure that to tighten all this bolt for the power and the ground. Okay, first one, this connection right here can just get tucked up here because there's no reason for it to really be down here. So let's go ahead and just tuck that up there. That's just for the headlight and all that. So I can hide that. This is looking nice, guys. Looking pretty clean. Now there is a problem here. Let me see. this thing, come on. This top part right here actually needs to connect it to the ground right there. So I actually need to drop my steering wheel. That way I could hook up the, oh, I don't know what I was thinking. So the steering wheel was holding up a lot of the weight, or putting it back. So I need to drop it, tighten up this thing. See how loose it is versus how tight it was with this steering wheel. You know what I didn't do? I didn't take this off and clean this up. Just cut my gloves. Alright, anyway, so I bolted the top one here just to make sure I can actually get it in there before I tighten up the sides right there. So now we could do that. Alright, I'm doing a wiggle check on the wires just to make sure that I didn't pinch any of them, because that would be very bad. Alright, so that's how he looks on the driver's side right now. I think it looks pretty clean. I mean, there's a couple things like this thing right here. It will get tucked in, just like with this. Two wires that are hanging down here, it will get tucked in. It's just that I need to figure out where I'm going to route it first. I'm thinking it's probably just going to be like the rest of the stuff. It's going to go under here. But those wires are going to go to my external, or my other stuff. I'm just going to call this my other stuff. So my tag, my boost controller, I think my wideband also is, I'm not sure where I'm going to put wideband, but yeah, those signals are going to go somewhere else. So once I figure out where those units are going to be permanently located, then I'll finish that up. Ooh, pointing at the wrong thing. Finish that up. Now, this one right here, this wire is the only one that really goes to the back, and these are just for the taillight. I'm thinking that it's probably best if I put it right here. So I just gotta figure out how to make it stick. Maybe some sort of clip that goes here and hold it back like that. And then just route this along, and keep pointing at the wrong thing. And we'll route it along here, and then just go all the way out this way. And then from here, it just goes to the back. And that'll be everything else that needs to go in the back. So I already made a mistake. I was actually thinking of routing it here in the bottom, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna put it there. So now I gotta go unbolt this or take off all the clips there. I'm gonna go with one bolt. Sweet, so that's how it's gonna be. I do want to get like the wire protector loom thing, whatever it is called. I want to get one of those, so I just kind of put this right here so it wouldn't fly everywhere. Right, so I think I have majority of where the wires are gonna be going. But now I'm out of time. So I'm gonna have to plan what I'm gonna do next. But for this episode, it is done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.